Alright, so I want to talk about Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. This game comes out June 24th, 2022, and it's going to be going for $59.99 US only for the Switch. I want to try to answer some simple questions here. First of all, what is this game? What is the Warrior series? How does it relate to the Three Houses game but that came before it? Is it worth your time and money? So, as the name suggests, yes, this is a warrior game. Now, if you're not aware of what these types of games are, they've had a lot of different IPs connected to this in the past. So basically, this is a sort of gameplay loop where you're going to be going on many different missions, crawling through maps with tons and hundreds and thousands of enemies, and you're going to be blasting your way through it. A lot of people like to say these are like mindless beat 'em ups, sort of button mashers, and I sort of felt the same way when I played earlier warrior games. As a matter of fact, some of the ones that just came out, such as the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Warriors ones, or even the One Piece Pirate Warriors, I did play those. They ran really bad on the Switch. I'm glad to say that Three Hopes here runs really good. I don't know how they did it, but the other games really need to learn on how to optimize it. These guys did a great job. Everything's running smooth here, and that was my biggest sort of worry about this game, that it would just be very laggy and not fun to play. So yes, this is a game where you are going to be doing that, but they do a very good job bringing in a lot of the things that you love from the Three Houses and Fire Emblem overall. So I'm going to try to, bring up as much as I can, but honestly, like, from what I've played, and I'm around like 6+ hours in the game right now, this is a definite buy. A definite buy if you love the Fire Emblem Three Houses game and you just cannot get enough of that world. This is an alternate story. So really quick, you are playing as a character named Shez. You can choose a boy or a girl. This is an alternate timeline. You are going to be joining a mercenary sort of band, and you get ambushed and kind of beat up and almost killed by Violet, the protagonist of the Three Houses game. 6 months later, you get revived. Well, after you get knocked out, you get revived by a mysterious character. I have the name here. A mysterious character called Arval. This character in white does not know his relationship to you or his powers, but that's a little bit for later. So after getting like banged up 6 months later, you're on a journey to try to find Geralt's army and take them out, when you are all of a sudden greeted by the three main characters, Edelgard, Dimitri, and Cloud. They are ambushed by thieves on their little retreat from the academy into the woods where all of the houses are hanging out. So basically the prologue mission is you help them out, they really thank you, and then they try to bring you back to the academy. Once you go there, you meet up with everyone, and they kind of force your hand to join one of the houses, and this is where you get to choose, because it's Three Hopes, Three Houses. Now, depending on who you pick, the story is going to drastically be different, and you're going to be stuck with different characters as you play the game. So during the Three Houses playthrough, I played during all of Edelgard's story, so I did Edelgard here in Three Hopes, and man, it was really nice going back and seeing all these characters again. Now, slight spoiler, but this is once again the first couple hours of the game. The prologue missions, you're going to be doing like 3 to 5 missions, and then a time skip happens. So it's really diverging from what you know from the Three Houses storyline. So Violet is nowhere to be found, but maybe later, really later on down the line, you're going to be finding him or her again. But yes, basically, the three main characters, Edelgard, Dimitri, and Cloud, are kind of doing what they were doing in Three Houses, but it diverges a little bit. You're going to be seeing a lot of characters from that game, but playable here, and that's what I really like about these sort of warrior games, is they make it so you have a ton of playable characters. Whether you're playing, Zelda or One Piece, you're going to be playing a ton of characters that were maybe side characters that have full movesets here, have unique abilities and stats. And this game, it works really well because there's a ton of characters and a lot of strategy here. So jumping back into the gameplay, it's a campaign, so you're going to be doing missions, a lot of side missions that you can repeat. Luckily, there's a lot of things that they brought over, and I think almost everything is brought over. So leveling up by just killing enemies, you get experience, you get class experience, You can change classes at any time. You can, you know, multi-class to learn different skills. You get weapons. And what I really like what they did in this game, as opposed to like, you know, the regular 3 houses, is yeah, enemies and, you know, and treasures can drop different sorts of loot. However, it's like randomized loot. You can find like 5 iron swords, but maybe it can be a +1, +2, or have different modifiers, like maybe one gives you poison, one inverses your magic and physical attack. It's really cool. There's a lot of support stories as well, so if you go into a battle with other people, or you do lots of different tasks in town, you can get the support levels just like you can in 3 houses, and you can get little cutscenes and learn more about the characters. One character I'm really trying to level up and learn is Monica. I think she was in the original game, but she turned out to be a bad guy. Spoilers in that one. But here, she's a good guy. She goes with you to the time skip, and you get to see how she, you know, is part of the house. She was like an alumni and who you saved, but then she turned out to be bad. But in this game, she's good. So there's a ton of stuff. You have instead of like the academy, I don't know how it is with the other classes, the other stories. I did not play those ones. Just with Edelgard, she has like a gigantic encampment. So you're gonna be running around. You have your house there, and you can go check out all of the shops. It's kind of like playing Fire Emblem. I'm not even kidding. It's like so close to Fire Emblem. Like Warriors lends itself really, really well because it's the same thing. You are preparing, you are using resource points, you're using training points, and after you do a chapter, those points recover, and then you do it again and you allocate all of your people. So you're going to be choosing your favorite characters and leveling them up. You're going to be getting people to be supportive with each other, and that is it. That is all of the like Fire Emblem stuff. They brought in a ton of that. So whatever you think from 3 houses that you really love is here too. Giving gifts to people. You can go on random quests. You can get some amiibo rewards. You can upgrade the town. You can upgrade your items. You can sell things. It's really, really nice. Okay, so how's the combat itself? Well, I was really surprised how every character felt different. First of all, you can use all of the classes, you know, all the novice classes, the intermediate ones, the advanced ones, and the master ones. Of course, you have to slowly learn up and upgrade through them by playing the game. But everyone has light attacks, strong attacks. You can combo a bunch of lights into strongs. You have a class ability. Everybody has a different class ability. So if you're a mage, maybe you're going to be shooting out fireballs. If you're a lancer or just a soldier, you're going to be like poking your stick at people. So everyone can get the class ability, and then everyone has unique abilities. As the main character, Shez, you have a shadow dash. We can go through enemies. If you're playing as Edelgard, all of your attacks can be infused with fire. There are some really awesome unique mechanics. One that I really like is with Monica. With her regular attacks, if you time it well, like you do weak in a specific cadence, all of her attacks explode into a fiery explosion. And if you play with Hubert, his attacks have a small chance to put darkness daggers into people, and then you can press the special action to explode them. So everyone has their little quirk, which is really, really fun to check out all the people, and you can really combo and interact with them. So in most of the matches and battles that you do, you're going to be limited. You're not going to have like 8 or 12 people on a map. Sometimes it's only 4, sometimes only 6. Now, what they did here was really clever, because in Fire Emblem, you can have adjutants, which is like people who kind of work together and watch each other's backs and level up together. Here, it works really well. So you can have 4 people split up and go do their own thing, or you can have one of the characters be an adjutant of the other one, and they become one unit. So you can be that unit and then switch on the fly and combo moves together. And the more support they have, the better they are at building up bars and getting passive stats. And you can do gigantic combo special attacks together, which is very cool. And you could split up at the same time. So it's smooth. They have a lot of combinations. Just this is like Fire Emblem is such a great IP for the Warriors series. And as I mentioned before, if you like Warriors games at all, but you love the Fire Emblem 3 Houses games, this is basically feels like just another 3 Houses game. It's that expansive in the world building, because everyone has their own story, again, going through it in many different ways, and you get to, once again, you get to, learn more. Just learn more about your favorite characters. Now, I'm not like crazy far in the game, so I don't know if there's like love interest stuff, but you can get really close to people and just see what it's all about. So Man, I can go on and on. I really could, but honestly, I think this is like they outdone themselves. I don't, as I mentioned before, I don't particularly love warrior games, but there's something that they did here. It doesn't feel like a Warriors game. It feels like a Fire Emblem game with a different sort of perspective. Instead of turn-based combat, you are doing real-time combats. However, there is still some strategy there. Though there's a bunch of units on the screen, you can press start and you can order them around. Be like, okay, I want everyone to go over here. You protect this guy, and then I'm going to go this way. And then lots of different things happen at once. Side quests, you can get treasure chests, consumables on the ground. You can get lots of loot. You can go sell loot, upgrade stuff. It's really fun. There's a lot going on. And at first, you know, maybe from gameplay that you're seeing, it could be very mindless button mashing, but there's so much damage potential with each character. You have to learn the different combos, and you have to use your abilities. Oh, and what they did with the durability in this game is pretty smart. Once your durability runs out, it doesn't break or anything. And durability only goes down in the game, not by attacking, but using your skills. So if you want to use like a Wraith Breaker or with magic attack healing, you keep activating it, and it uses up the durability. And once it goes out, you have to find consumables on the ground to refill your durability to use it again. So all of your special abilities from the weapon arts are just from the durability. And then guess what? After the mission's over, you know, the more you use those weapon skills, the stronger they become and the less durability they use. So there is a lot of progression here. There's a lot of leveling up. Every character can equip, you know, they can equip accessories, different weapons. They can get tons of armors. You can change their classes. You can change their special skills. There's a lot of customizing here. I'm just like I was really surprised on how good this is. This is such a good game. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like. It helps a lot. If you haven't already, subscribe for daily videos. Now, if I missed anything and you guys want to know more about the game, comment below and I'll try to answer it. If you are interested in the gameplay, I'm uploading it all in nice little chopped up segments on my Let's Play YouTube channel called MabiVsGames VOD, link down below. And if you missed any of the streams, I'm streaming here on this YouTube channel often, so subscribe and watch out for those. Join the Discord. I put a notice whenever I'm live. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.